Happy gaming timekeepers. This time is about 蓝手帕 or Tuesday. She is the new poison-based character. I still remember the hype back then when everyone was spamming Jessica and Sotheby poison team and the dots were crazy killing mains bulletin raid bosses. For starters, Tuesday has relatively low attack power of 1021 at base max level. She does have high health of 7.1k and high mental defense of 680. Her reality defense is not too shabby either with 525 at moderate level. Since her resonance blocks are running on OIT blocks, so overall her ability to be frontliner unit is pretty good. Since her attack and critical rate are on the relatively low side, so this is not good for her damage scaling. Skill 1. The Horror's Delight is a single target debuff skill. This skill is divided into two parts. The first part deals single target mental damage with decent damage modifiers, at level 3. Deals 455% mental damage. The second part is landing 2 stacks of poison lasting for 2 turns. At the end of the turn, deals Genesis damage and spread the poison to another random enemy. For ye poison stack. Second skill, In Mother's Arms. Deals AoE debuffs which grants up to 35% more Genesis damage and reduce crit resistance by 15%. Fixed at all levels. If the enemy has poison on them, then this crit resistance will be increased to 20% instead. Simple straightforward debuff. This debuff sounds familiar? Yes, the same second skill from Isolde called Desired Freedom. The difference is that Isolde reduced crit resistance up to 50% more. Ultimate, please come in. This is AoE mental damage skills that deals 1 stack of poison for 2 turns. This skill also unleashes an array effect in the battlefield for 3 turns called Horror Story Night. Horror Story Night basically prevents poison stacks from reducing. Although it is written that the poison can deal critical damage, each stacks of poison critical hit damage is calculated separately. As long as one of the poison lands critical hit, overall all the stacks will deal critical hit, but the damage value is different for each poison stacks. You can see it during the gameplay session later in this video. The poison Genesis damage is also affected by Psycube's effect. Tuesday's array lasts 3 turns dealing the poison damage, mainly in this order. At the beginning of the enemy's turn, poison Genesis damage procs. Enemy takes action. At the end of the enemy's turn, poison Genesis damage procs. At the beginning of the next turn, poison Genesis damage procs and disappears, and the Horror Story Night array disappears. You can have almost constant Horror Story Night array in main's bulletin raid boss stage. It is recommended to chain this skill in 3 turns loop. For those unlocking 1st and 3rd portrays on her, 4 turns loop is recommended instead. Insight 1. At the start of the battle, Blue gains a buff called Fear's Cradle. Fear's Cradle is actually insane because this actually allows poison team players to be relevant. Again, all allies' poison damage can deal critical hits. Not only that, for each poison stacks or debuffs from any allies, there is 50% chance to inflict another poison stack for 1 turn. Even if your allies apply the same debuff, Fear's Cradle will still grant 1 poison stack. Insight 2 gives extra 5% attack. Insight 3, Tuesday gives room service buff to all allies. All allies can store their moxies up to 5 times and this cannot be dispelled. Tuesday also gets 2 additional moxie for the first time throughout the battle. As I mentioned before, this 2 additional moxies allow us to either go for 3 or 4 rounds. Skill loop to maintain the array and poison prop. Room service also allows players to stack up the poisons before the damage is calculated. Rejoice, fellow Jessica and Sotheby players. Poison team is actually in an awkward position because there is no main carry role unit. All of them are considered more of sub DPS. Teaming up together playing the dots damage. Her portrays are mainly increasing her poison stacking and Genesis damage, with reducing critical resistance. They are by no means game breaking. Her portrays increment at first portrays give 22% more damage boost. Second portray gives 12% more than the first while third portrays gives 20% more than previous. Both fourth and fifth portrays give 13% and 11.3% more than previous. Total damage gain from base Tuesday versus Max Portrays will see 105.8% more damage upgrade. For Tuesday's Resonance build, this is the recommended setup. For the FM enhancement, you can opt for either the DPS route with Excitement enhancement or Balance build with Indulge instead. BIS Psycube for Tuesday is her own Psycube called and the maid says. This Psycube strengthen her arrays and poison damage. Here are some of her gameplay.
Easier to fight here than a back alley. A sharp blade.
What's that? This way, please. Be serious. Stay focused.
I'm an artist with steel.
I tripled the ingredients this time.
A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
What's this? What's that? What's your waist?
My child.
The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me. No, no!
You're waking.
Not even close, bro.
Please keep calm, please.
What's this? Be serious. Stay focused.
This way, please.
What's that? What's your waist?
Your room is ready, dear.
Trust me, this is gonna be fun.
The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me.
Knock, knock. Room service.
What do you think about this?
My child. This way, please.
I know what
You wanna
this
ride
is.
to the corner of butt kicking me?
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic, but for your sake.
This is the gift. Well prepared for you.
Melt it down, forge it up.
Perfect service, just like always.
Hello there.
I can hear this, my
What's your
child.
waist?
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Don't stare at it for too long. Buon officine para il capitale.
It is here.
Be serious. Stay focused. What's this? Crinkle. I tripled the ingredients this time. Didn't see that coming, did you? I will be watching you. Off my hill.
I can hear it. This way, please.
What's your waist? Hold on, psychiatrist at work. Bang, bang. Be serious. Stay focused.
What a tragedy. Your room is ready.
I know what this is. Go, go!
Soffoca il sangue! Soffoca il sangue!
Knock, knock. Room service.
is the gift well prepared for you.
Perfect service, just like always.
Overall, Poison Team has difficult setup to deal high damage output for their Genesis damage. This problem can be solved with using Cacania. This limits our potential team comp mainly to Cacania, Tuesday, Jessica, Sotheby, Vila. Using Tuesday as the main carry role will require players to keep swapping cards to increase the frequency of using first skill so that the poison stacks are there early. In general, my verdict is that Tuesday feels like an incomplete character in the current version. See you guys next time.
Morning, miss. Oh, you're awake. I heard you talking in your sleep and thought I'd check on you.